1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, go! So let's make a drink about it. This is the weirdest show I've ever done. What was I talking about? We did such a good job. Here it comes. That's a glove. No, you did a good job. Don't you get excited? I gotta like the group of people that I have cultivated. Yes. Welcome, everybody, to the Cocktail Oscars at Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. Normally, we hold it in the Kodak Theater. This year, bringing it down a little bit. We're bringing it down to Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I want to say to all of the Academy who voted on this, many, because I didn't offer it up. There's an Academy. They voted. And tonight, we are going to... It's hot. We are hot. We're fixing it right now because it wouldn't be a live Oscars broadcast if we didn't have a very hot mic. Let's change this down here. Check, check. I think that should be good. All right, everybody. We tonight are going to be giving away Oscars for cocktails. Oscars registered. It's a registered trademark of the Academy. I don't know how we're doing this. Probably going to be shut down at some point. But tonight, we're going to be giving away 3 Oscars. 1 for Best Foreign Cocktail. Where's the clapping? Damn it, I got to... 1 for foreign cocktails. 1 we're giving away tonight for Best Supporting Liqueur in a Cocktail. And 2, we're giving away a cocktail for Best Technical Achievement in a Cocktail. Of course, we will be inviting the cocktails up or the liqueurs up to say a few words. I speak for them, so we will be, of course, hearing their speeches tonight, and we will be drinking the cocktails from whence they're made. Now, I don't know who wins. This is the Academy's decision. I'm just the presenter, just straight through. Hopefully, we won't have to. Let me get this ready. Hopefully, we won't have to smack any mint. Of course, we don't want slapping at the Oscars anymore because there was an incident last year. Oof. So there we go. All right, let me say hello to our esteemed guests in the audience tonight. There is Bon Bon. Happy Saturday. Listen, the rest of us, Bon Bon, I'm sure, listen, we've all met Bon Bon live. Bon Bon, very beautiful. Probably doesn't need all the time in the world to get ready like the rest of us. The rest of us were getting ready all day. We woke up this morning, drank a lot of water. Everybody has to pee now. We're just trying to make our skin glow. Got our tuxes on, got styled. I had Calvin Klein over this afternoon just to make sure that the tux fit this morning. Calvin, very nice guy. So that's what we were doing over this way. Bon Bon probably just out taking some sun, you know, living the life. Debbie Clark is shoveling snow. So that's different. But I am sure you have to think that at some point in the Oscars, in the Academy Awards, somebody shoveled snow, then went and won an Oscar. I can't think of when that would happen, but maybe it did. Godzilla the Hun. Listen, Godzilla the Hun already going for Mr. Congeniality. I actually going for the Congeniality Award. I'm not going to gender anybody on the show. Godzilla, I don't know, the Hun, for Congeniality. Listen, we're all winners tonight. That is what's going on. Bon Bon asking how that orange tree is. It's fine. Got a lot of rain recently. Jay Carter, party starter. A very happy day here today. All saying hello to everybody. Yes, there's. Let's do this one more time. Jay Carter, party starter. There is Abry. 2 hits. This is what Bon Bon meant by pew. We got it. There is Keith Austin. Keith Austin is allowed to stay around after the Oscars are finished. Avery can too. Not just because she loves the Tucks, but also because that's the class they're in. Best supporting liqueur. Boy, we are getting some guesses already. Best supporting liqueur equals Luxardo Maraschino liqueur. So that's quite a guess we have there. Grant is yelling just Saturday. He's just yelling Saturday. Oh, what's going on there? Glenn saying hello to Kyle. I'm very excited to see Kyle. Everybody's very excited to see Kyle. Kyle will be bringing me every envelope that we're dealing with tonight. There's Cyrus. Let's give Cyrus this. Tiki, 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 taka, 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 oh, here we go. Maybe we need to create a drink in honor of the Fablemans, which Paul worked on. It won't win anything tomorrow night. Unfortunately, it won't win anything tonight either. It's not up for anything tonight. No, it did not win technical achievement in cocktails. It did not win best foreign cocktail, and it will not win best supporting liqueur in a cocktail. Those are the 3 things that we're going. Yes, Avery is coming to the Governor's Ball, the Cushioner's Ball, right afterwards. This was, I don't want to say last minute, but I got this idea at about 10 a.m. So I wasn't able to send out the winners. Trust me, this will never stop being a thing until the Academy Award tells me I have to stop doing it. We will absolutely next year for patrons, patronies, for my patronesses, all of you out there, you are the Academy. You will be voting in this next year. I just have to remember that this is what we're doing on Oscar night. Okay, let us begin. We all need a little drink in our hands. We need Dippy T asking if this is real. Dippy T, I have no idea. I literally have, I cannot tell you. It's odd. Okay, let us begin. We are going to start off with tonight, best foreign cocktail. Now, these cocktails have been selected from many, many cocktails that could have been picked. There are lots and lots of cocktails in the world that did not come from the United States. Some of them are not on this list and may be up for it next year. All right? So just because your favorite foreign cocktail did not get picked to represent wherever it is, fret not. We will be doing we'll be doing this again next year. So let us begin. Oh, I got to switch this out. My goodness. Could have absolutely done this well beforehand and been prepared, but then, of course, it would not have been a Dr. Kush's Exotic Drink Show. Okay. For foreign cocktails, the cocktail had to be created outside of the United States. It didn't matter if a U.S. citizen created it. It had to be created outside of the United States, and it could have been created at any point. I believe we have some from the 1880s, and we have some from the 1980s. That is what we are. So here are your nominees for foreign cocktail. The Daiquiri, Cuba, Jennings Cox. Cuba, Jennings Cox. The Bramble, England, Dick Bradsell. The B-52, Canada, Peter Finch. The Sidecar, France, Harry MacLeod. Singapore Sling, Singapore, Nyan Tong Boon. Those are some heavy hitters. Now, I understand we probably couldn't hear those. There's been some technical issues, of course. I'm a bartender. I am not an internet technician. Some really heavy hitters in there. Of course, we have from Singapore, the Singapore Sling from 1914. We have coming out of England in the 1980s, the Bramble. We have the Daiquiri out of Cuba, Jennings Cox. That's a huge one. Coming out of Daiquiri Bay. I'm going to need my envelope here to know what it is. I don't exactly know who wins. Yes, the Dippy T is saying, please be the Spanish one. That'd be the daiquiri. It is not. These guys are cheering for sidecar. Sidecar. A lot of cheers for sidecars. We have 4 claps for sidecars. I'm waiting for my envelope. Godzilla is going with the sling, even though it was a pretty good list. Okay, here it comes. Here is Kyle Tender with the... What are you wearing? Kyle got dressed up tonight. We'll see you later, Kyle. And the winner of the 2023 Best Foreign Cocktail goes to... Oh, it's a new one. The Bramble. The Bramble has won. We have a... we really should have gotten some of these. Yeah, put these on a real... There we go. The Bramble has won. The Bramble has absolutely won this. It wasn't even close. The Bramble, a fantastic cocktail. No way to beat the Bramble, I guess, this year. People really, really loved the Bramble. We have Dippy T called it. I feel like a few people, maybe Dippy T was the only one that called it. My goodness. Bon Bon is in shock. The nation ripples with what this has just done. The daiquiri unseated. We love the daiquiri. Daiquiri unseated this year. So let's go ahead and make a Bramble. I'll show you guys how to make a Bramble. Hopefully I have all the ingredients. I did not know we were making what we were making. So let's get into it. Let's find some lemon juice in here. We have it. We're good. Bramble, a spectacular cocktail, been described many times as a cocktail for springtime, and I couldn't agree more. We're gonna go ahead and grab some of this lemon juice right here. You can squeeze your lemon juice fresh if you want to. I squeeze mine at the beginning of the week. We're gonna go ahead and take, that is of course not lemon juice. That is, this is a problem that we have with this. We have back here, all right. One moment, we're getting lemon juice. It's all the way in the back. There we go. Unlike the regular Oscars, we have zero preparation for this. We're gonna go ahead and grab some lemon juice. This is all the lemon juice we have left. It's fine, we don't need that much. We're gonna need about a half an ounce of lemon juice. We are also going to need a half an ounce of some sugar syrup or some simple syrup. Simple syrup, very, very easy to make. There are lots of people that will sell you simple syrup. Do not buy simple syrup from those people. Make your own. Equal parts sugar to water. Put it into a bottle. Wait till it's sort of mixed in, and then shake the crap out of it, and you will quickly have simple syrup that looks just like this. Go ahead and put in half an ounce of some simple syrup. Put this away. No idea if we're going to be using that again. Next thing we're going to be putting in here is going to be some Martin Millers. Of course, Debbie Clark, she makes an appearance this year at the Cocktail Oscars because she is a patron, and this is her bottle of Martin Miller. We're going to put in 2 ounces of a nice dry gin. Now, one thing this cocktail does need, and hopefully we have it, we do, it's going to need some crushed ice. We really got to get our ice crushed when we are making Brambles. So what I have in front of me, this is called a Lewis bag. This is a mallet right there. Put the mallet on the side. We're going to fill our Lewis bag with a bunch of whipping cubes. I'm really hoping whipping cubes takes off at some point. And one year at the Cocktail Oscars, we were able to give Rich Whiffen an honorary Lifetime Achievement Award. I think that's probably in our future. Let's go ahead and give this a crush. Looking good. Nice crushed ice in here. We are going to take the rest of this. Definitely focus on my tuxedo as much as you can. We're going to take some of this right here. Godzilla the Hun asking me to show some mercy. And Dippy T saying, listen, if I'm not going to drink this, I might as well send it Dippy T's way. Well, Dippy T, I think Kyle's going to get at this first. But soon, when we find a way to send cocktails, I promise, everyone's getting a cocktail. Here we go. Give that a shake. Crack her open. Dump her in. Now, basically, all we have right here is a lemon sour. Kind of a strong lemon sour. We got that. Now, we don't want to fill it all the way up to the top because there's work left to do. You can, of course, fill this with some creme de cassis, some creme de mure, but if I had my druthers, the bramble would always be filled to the top with some Chambord. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the back of a spoon, and we're going to slowly pour some Chambord in here until we get this lovely drip effect. Right there. And that, my friends, is the winner this year of Best Foreign Cocktail. It beat out some big heavy hitters. It's took the lead there. It's really when our friend and one of our favorite dudes, Dale DeGroff, was starting to create his little empire in New York. Word spread all over the place that, hey, New York is doing some cool stuff. Maybe we should do that cool stuff. Why don't we also start making cocktails that aren't just hot garbage? People in England said, by Job, I assume. They said, crikey, let me put down my mallet, get the baby out of the bonnet. Let's start making some real cocktails. This is their attempt. This is sort of like England. More or less, this is sort of like England's version of the Cosmopolitan. Yeah, it's not the most complex cocktail of all time, but boy, oh boy, if you use those fresh ingredients, if you aren't using that bright lemon glowy stuff, if you're using a very nice mure or a very nice cassis or something like that, you can get a cocktail that looks similar to this. Nice crushed ice. Let's turn on Zoom cam because we'll be using that later. And there we have it. Cheers to you all. Congratulations to the Bramble, the first ever winner at the Cocktail Oscars that is presented at Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I'm going to do this with a straw. Oh my God. Yeah. Let's hear it for the Chambord. People very, very excited about Chambord. You guys can't see it, but Dippy T is going crazy over on Twitter. On Twitch. Dippy T is holding up the lines over there. Really, really excited. Dippy T picked it, and Dippy P got it. Hopefully, Dippy P's bingo board, or what do I call that thing? Bingo? Got to be bingo. Hopefully, that is ready to go with his first win ever here at Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. Dippy T also says he's getting the next one. We're going to see. All right, Kyle, do you want to come get this? You want to take this cocktail backstage? We have to get it fitted for an award. Come on in and let us chat about the next thing we are doing. Kyle? There he is. There he comes. Yeah. There you go, pal. You're never going to be able to carry this with that hat on your head. There you go. All right. Thank you, Kyle. You got it? Okay, don't drop it. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. All right. Our next award is going to be, it's going to be for, how did I word it? Let me remember how I worded it. Liquor in a supporting role. This is going to be the best liquor in a supporting role. Sometimes when we talk about cocktails, we talk about what the main liquor is. Daiquiri is a rum cocktail, right? But the Hemingway daiquiri, that wouldn't be a Hemingway daiquiri without some maraschino. The margarita, well, that's a tequila cocktail, but it really wouldn't be a classic margarita if you don't have some Cointreau in there, right? Sometimes these cocktails need a little bit of help. These aren't monologues that these cocktails are getting. Otherwise, just take a shot. You just want to take you want some lime and tequila. Take a shot of tequila and finish it with a little bit of lime. You'll be good to go. Those are great ways to do it. I have done that many times. But if you're making a cocktail, sometimes it's important to get those flavors right. And the flavors often are created correctly when we are able to add some liqueurs. And there are lots of them. We have 5 of them today, and we have 5 of them live in Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks today. So if I could get just a little help from Kyle real quick. We do have a display for, there we go. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, okay, great. Yep, perfect. Okay. Yep, nailed it. This is the one thing we did practice, is the pass. This is our display. This will spin as we are talking about what we are up to. Let us begin. These next 5 liqueurs are up for best liqueur in a supporting role. Let us begin. Here we are. In first up, we have, and this is, of course, a lot of people's favorite right here. We have Luxardo Maraschino Liqueur. Luxardo Maraschino Liqueur in the Hemingway Daiquiri. Let's just go ahead and, should we put on the music? Let's put on the music. Lovely. Next up, we have Sweet Vermouth in the Manhattan. Pretty good. Cointreau in the Margarita. A dark horse in this one. Campari. Campari in the Jungle Bird. And last but not least, green chartreuse in the Last Word. Saw my little head poking up there. All right. No other way to stop it but to push a button. Okay. Who wins? I see that there are a lot of guesses. Hopefully in all of your pools, you have it. Kyle, can you please bring in the envelope? We have to know which liqueur wins for best supporting liqueur in a cocktail. It's a big category. It's a huge category. It's coming in. All right, there's Kyle. Let go, thank you. Yeah. Paul is saying this show is becoming a little like Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's the greatest compliment I've ever received. Thank you. This show is absolutely, at its very best, going to be Pee-wee's Playhouse. So award for best compliment goes to Paul. And there's Rich Whiffen, everybody. He's also over at Twitch. He and Dippy T over there on Twitch. All right, let's... Which one is it? Is it the Cointreau, the green chartreuse? Is it the heavy hitter, the Meryl Streep of liqueurs? The sweet vermouth? Is it our dark horse, Luxardo Maraschino? We don't know until right now. The winner is of the best supporting liqueur in a cocktail. Maraschino liqueur wins it. Of course, maraschino liqueur wins it. Of course, maraschino, when you put it into a cocktail, it's not just adding sweetness, it's adding bitter. Of course, there is some orange that's added into a margarita, but if you take the margarita, you take out that Cointreau, basically what you're left with is a great cocktail called the Tommy's Margarita. The sweet vermouth really, it plays a big part in the Manhattan, but maybe it's a little spread thin these recent years. It's being put into everything. Green chartreuse, well, tough to tell why green chartreuse lost. That's a good cocktail. Or that's a good liqueur. All right, well, that means that we get to make my very favorite cocktail of all time. We're going to be making the Hemingway Daiquiri. Hemingway Daiquiri, of course, because, instead of course an awful lot, I think something about a nervous tick there. I'm very nervous for the rest of these nominees, apparently. The Hemingway Daiquiri. Added the Luxardo Maraschino liqueur. Let's bring it up on here. Because of a guy named Hemingway. This guy right here. Hemingway was diabetic, but dude loved to drink. Couldn't get enough of drinking. Wanted to drink all the time. All day, all night, wanted to do it. Unfortunately, the sugar was getting to him. So he figured, listen, if I can cut sugar right out of my diet, I can add something else that has liquor into it. Well, then I'm doubling my chances at getting wasted. We call that white boy wasted down in Cuba Town. So let's go ahead and make this, and let's Luxardo Maraschino give us a little speech. Bottles give speeches by pouring themselves. All right, we're going to take some of this lime. So far, everything that has won, I have had the ingredients in the bar. That might not happen every time. We have one left to go. All right, we're going to go ahead and squeeze our lime juice in here because, of course, the creator of this cocktail was a guy named Constante Ribilagua Vert, and he always squoze his limes because he wanted those oils on the outside of lime. I'm also going to drop the limes in there because for the approximately ½ ounce of lime juice we're putting in here, we're going to be putting in more grapefruit juice. So we want that lime to really stand out, and the oils on the outside of the lime, that's what stands out. That's what makes you taste like lime. Let's see. Do we have it? We do. We have grapefruit juice. Oh, man, this is exciting. What an exciting, magical night we are having so far. Really, honestly, two big winners. The Bramble came out of nowhere to win it. Luxardo Maraschino, of course, a huge favorite in this bar, but an underdog out in the world. Go ahead and add 3/4 ounce of some maraschino liqueur. Don't do that. Add 3/4 ounce of some grapefruit juice. You may be wondering, Kush, first of all, what the hell is going on? Dippy T asked earlier, is this real? You may be wondering that still. But next, you may be wondering, hey, Kush, how come that grapefruit juice isn't pink like I'm so used to? A guy named Don Beach was a big fan of white grapefruit juice. He was the beginner. He was the creator of Tiki. We are, of course, an exotic drink bar, which is like a Tiki bar. So we go by the white grapefruit juice rule, not the pink grapefruit juice rule. Okay, this is Luxardo Maraschino. It is made by Moravska cherries. They're a Croatian cherry. I don't want to dox him, but we know that Rich Whiffen has been to Croatia. And he claims, I think, that's where he invented the ice cube. I don't know the whole story. But anyway, this is it is a liqueur. It doesn't taste much like the cherries that we know. It does have a bit of cherry taste. I would never recommend drinking this by itself. I've heard of people putting it on ice cream. Not positive I would recommend that either. But in cocktails, it makes a perfect sugar replacement. So anytime you're making a cocktail and it asks for a sweetener or a sugar, Luxardo Maraschino, baby, that's the way to do it. So let's go ahead and add half an ounce of Luxardo Maraschino liqueur. There we go. We did Kush trivia earlier the year. A little shocked that we didn't put in the what the wrapping around that thing is called. It's called a fiasco. Yes, there we go. We just learned a little bit about Godzilla the Hun. Canadian. White grapefruit juice is a myth that's only talked about in the dark tiki bars, but never actually seen up here in Canada. Sorry about that, buddy. This is the best public access. I appreciate that, buddy. Absolutely. I'm going to take that. Much like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Yeah, it's gross by itself, but it definitely makes everything better. Yeah, congrats to Maraschino. Boy, he is getting some love. We really like that Maraschino. What is this? The UF Mark loves Maraschino. Let's give a UF Mark. UF Mark's asking for him, so we're going to give it to him. There we go. Okay, let's put in some rum. Now, I am plumb out of white rum. Normally, we put white rum into this guy. Today, we're going to be putting in some Jamaican rum. Now, of course, this is a cocktail that was created in Cuba. So putting in, Maraschino. Io posso parlare un po' italiano, pero I'm always going to say maraschino. This is our Appleton Estate. We're going to go ahead and put in, we're not making the full Hemingway daiquiri. That's going to be with 4 ounces of a white rum. We're going to be making it with 2 ounces of a dark Jamaican. So go ahead and put in 2 ounces of some rum. It's going to come out a touch different. I know what we didn't do. Since I didn't know what we were making tonight. Oh, I did. Oh, look at me. I've already froze my glass. All right, let's give this a shakarooski here. Ooh. Ah. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Oh. Professional bartenders forgetting to put ice in the cocktail before they shake. Professional bartenders. 1, 2, 3. For this handsome fella out here. And let's let Maraschino speak for itself. If somehow you yourself have never had a Hemingway daiquiri, I recommend you can listen. If you've never had one, I think you need one right now. If you need to get to the grocery store right now to get all the stuff for it, I say you can turn this show off. Now, please don't do that. Don't do that. But if you can, make yourself a Hemingway daiquiri. This, for about 8 years running, has been absolutely my #1 cocktail. So cheers to all of you. Congratulations. Let's bring it back up here. Congratulations to Maraschino Liqueur on its huge win in Best Supporting Cocktail Ingredients for the 2023 Cocktail Oscars. It just never disappoints. It's just... Oh, I love it so much. You can make a grapefruit daiquiri. That's fine. That is not what this is. Something about that half an ounce, it's only half an ounce, of Luxardo Maraschino liqueur that really makes this thing pop. I recommend you have at it. There's some discussion about Canadian beer. I'm not a Cicerone. I like Modelo. So I'm not going to weigh in on that. I'll let you guys fight that one out. Oh, no. Bon Bon got her glass stuck after shaking. Had to put it near hot water to get it to pop open. Yeesh. Bon Bon, hopefully you know the trick. I'm sure you do, but just in case, for those of you who don't. When you have a glass that is stuck, best way to free the glass, hopefully you started the right way. You want to have one flat side of your glass. You want to have one open side, and you want to have one part here in the middle that's sort of equal that you want to go ahead and find in between the open side and the flat side. So like right here-ish, you want to take the fat part of your hand, and you want to sort of feel right around there, and then you want to give it a big hit right there. That should crack it open. I don't know why that works. That's just the pressure point right there. I guess it bends stuff just the right way, adds a little heat, and you should be good to go there. Hopefully that is working for you. As Pee Wee would say, if you love it so much, why don't you marry it? If my wife would allow me to bring in one cocktail into our marriage, the Hemingway Daiquiri. Me and my wife and Hemingway. Oh, you're welcome, Bon Bon. Hopefully that helped. Okay, good. George, it was only kidding. Oh, right, of course. It's a John Candy reference, who was, of course, one of the most famous Canadian comedians of all time, right next to Eugene Levy. All right, Kyle, do you want to come get this cocktail? I swear, if you drink all of this, I'm ripping that hat off your head. Kyle's making a face like he's definitely drinking my entire drink. There you go, buddy. Okay. It's the weirdest part of the show, by far. Paul, you know what, Paul? You are not incorrect. This is definitely becoming Pee Wee's Playhouse. All right. Let's get into the final category, and this is a big one. Now, this one doesn't just span this last year. This is a throuple with the Hemingway Daiquiri, I think is what we're looking for. This next category doesn't just span this last year. It actually spans many, many years. Some of these techniques have been around for forever. Some of them are very new. We have 3 techniques that are up for technical achievement. Should we call it best technical achievement? Best technical achievement in cocktail making, in cocktail wizardry. That is what we have up in front of us. Now, unfortunately, I have a feeling that this is going to have the same volume problems, which is not ideal, but hopefully it'll work. And we'll just go on with our days. Otherwise, not. Here we are. The nominees for best technical... Oh, damn it. 1 second. I was trying to find another one, Godzilla the Hun, and I could not get it. Clear ice. My clear ice hack. Damn it. Okay, well, next year, we're going to remember that one. The nominees for best achievement in cocktail technology are...
Naked, Famous, and on Fire for Cloud in a Glass. Dr. Cush's famous flamed old fashioned. Flame in a glass with flamed orange.
Once you have this guy going, you see those flames in there. You want to give this a little twist. You want to take your orange and you want to squeeze.
Pousse Café for layering.
It should look like you're not pouring anything at all down the side. You see my face right through it. That's me. Go ahead and pour this in, and you will start to see the green growing on top. You guys can see the red, the white, and the green.
My fault.
Those are some massive achievements in cocktailing. We, of course, can only choose one. Some people have already decided cloud in a glass Cloud in the Glass should be the winner. We're going to find out. Obviously, this is Cloud in the Glass, hands down. All right. Cloud in the Glass, hands down. All right. Well, let's see what we have tonight. Kyle, I need that envelope. Kyle, you understand how the flow of the show goes, right? I was really hoping that maybe you would be here for that. But Kyle will be here eventually. I assume. He's just got to be, yeah, he's on his way. There he is. There's Kyle. Kyle has the envelope for, thank you. Kyle has the envelope for best technical achievements in cocktail making in the year 2023. Kyle keeps saying 2022, but technically we're in 2023 right now. So this is the 2023 year. Whew, this is a really big one. Man. Let's see. And the cocktail Oscar goes to goes to Cloud in the Glass. Cloud in the Glass wins. Absolutely. Cloud in the Glass wins it. Even though, and I just, as the creator of the burnt old fashioned, I do want to say I'm giving a speech afterwards anyway, because I have some things to say about this. But we're doing Cloud in the Glass. Cloud in the Glass is sort of an interesting technique where we create a cumulus cloud inside of a glass. The cocktail that we're watching right there, that is from a cocktail called the Naked and Famous. So why don't we go ahead and make us a Naked and Famous? Let's make it right in here. You don't need to worry about that Jack Daniels stuff. Yes, thank you, Bon Bon. Bon Bon loves the Kush Old Fashioned. I also love the Kush Old Fashioned, but how are you going to beat Cloud in the Glass? So let's go ahead and add our ingredients. We're going to be making a Naked and Famous and on fire. That is how we like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this Aperol. We've all heard of Aperol before. Aperol, of course, is an Italian bitter. I'm going to take 1 ounce of some Aperol. And we're going to take 1 ounce of some, we're going to do with lime juice. Oh, we'll squeeze a lemon. We ran out of lemon juice pre-squoze already. Here's this. Now, I'm making this in a separate vessel because it will be very difficult to light lemon juice and Aperol on fire. But the other two things should be fairly easy. I haven't even looked. I really hope that I definitely have some mezcal down here. Oh, I do. Fidencio. Little Fidencio. Okay. Now, we're going to build the rest of this cocktail inside the glass. So, let's take our Fidencio. This is coming in at 47.5% alcohol. It's up there. We need 1 ounce of some mezcal. Right there. We are also going to be needing 1 ounce of some of the most rare liquid on earth currently. Those damned monks won't get back to work. They're just sitting around praying. Whatever. Hopefully you guys have your hands on some chartreuse. If you don't, and you see some, I would buy it now. It's certainly going out of style here soon. All right, let's grab this right there. Chartreuse comes in at 55% alcohol, so both of these alcohols will absolutely light on fire. Let's grab my bag. Here it is. And let's give this an even better crush. We found recently that if you blend the ice really good, but you can give it a real good crush. Oh yeah, that's pretty crushy. We're going to take an orange squeezer, and we're going to fill this side of it with some ice. Some very, very crushed ice, like that. See how crushy that is? Let's get in here. See how crushy that is? Now, I want to really sort of move this around so that it's nice and thin in places. I wouldn't worry too much. I would worry about this if you were working in a bar. For you guys at home, I don't think it's a problem. We're going to take this and we're going to give that a crush. All right. Once we have that there, put this back here. I really wish that one didn't win because this one almost never works. Let's give that a big tap. We're basically just trying to make an ice shell. See the ice shell there? We're going to flip this over and we're going to give it a few taps. And it falls apart. Excellent. Okay, so we have that ready. That is our ice shell. We're going to take a couple toothpicks. Clear this. There you go. Clear this. Let's light these toothpicks on fire. Oh, let's make sure they stay on fire, please. All right, we are on fire, and we are going to light our drink on fire. Okay, that's really going. It's really going. It's going to light me on fire. We're going to take our ice shell here. Once it's gone, we're going to go ahead and put our ice shell right there on top. And we begin to create our beautiful cloud in a glass. Oh yeah. That of course isn't what the lights are. Let's turn off. Kyle's saying maybe if we turn a light off or two. Yeah. Little cloud in the glass right there. Not the greatest cloud we've ever created. Let's try it one more time. This ice shell is still kind of working. So let's light it on fire one more time. See if we can't really light this shell up. I mean, listen, worst case scenario, Will Smith will come out here and just slap me across the face, and it'll make it the greatest broadcast of the Oscars that's ever been. The cocktail Oscars. Here we go. Let's try that again. Okay, here we go. There we go. There's our cloud. See the cloud forming right down here, guys? The hotter you get it, the more cloud forms. Debbie's just going to go grab a snowball. I think that's probably the way to do it. I'm going to pour the rest of this drink right through our cloud. It'll help to chill it, build that cloud up just a touch more. And we will take this and the cloud escapes. That was the greatest technical achievement of the year as far as cocktails are going. Obviously, scientists are out there doing achievements. We're just making drinks taste slightly better. There we go. Give that a big old spin. And here we have it. The cocktail is called the Naked and Famous, and don't forget about this one, on fire. Oh my God, it's so good. I take it back. I'm glad that one won. I want all that ice. It's a little warm. We have done it. This achievement was only able to be brought forth because of people like you. You patrons, you watchers, you new watchers, you old watchers, you commenters, those of you who show up to watch this show that has been described as this generation's Pee Wee Herman, that has been described as the best public access show there's ever been. Let's see if I can find those real quick. They were just said just moments ago. Anyway, you guys that have described this show as anything that is lovely and nice in your situation, listen, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I can't tell you how excited I am to be able to do this. If you are interested, I don't know. If you're interested, listen, these classes, these ones right here, they will always remain free. I will always be public access Pee Wee Herman, okay? That's all there's going to be, but with cocktails. However, if you can help out, there's a couple ways you can do it. I have a Patreon. Right down this way, there's a Patreon button. Put that Patreon, follow right over to where you're going. It's a great way to help out the channel. If you can't help out that way, I get it. Very, very difficult sometimes. Money, tough, all that stuff. Other ways you can help out the channel. If you like what you've seen, send it out. Listen, word of mouth is the only real advertisement this show ever does. I don't know how. I would love actually one day to learn how a lot of you found me, because it's very interesting, because we want to do more of that, because the people that we found are the greatest. So maybe you also have some of the greatest friends. Send this show off to some of your great friends. Maybe they will show up and you'll have a place to hang out, a bar that you don't ever have to leave your house. You can come here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday to just hang out. If that is not what you're interested in, then do what you're doing right now, which is just show up. Show up every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and just hang out. This show gets very weird if it's just by myself. It's going to get weirder when it's with us too. I promise you, this show is not going to stop getting weirder and weirder. All right? Are we definitely going to start using the clay wheel to spin more cocktails? We are. We absolutely are. Beyond that, I don't know what else to say. I want to just here. Let's play me off. Oh, come on. I had to turn the lights down and now the whole thing is gone. Okay. So anyway, guys, this has been the 2023 Cocktail Oscars. And we will continue to call ourselves the Cocktail Oscars until one day the Oscars, probably going to be tomorrow, until they come and they say, stop it. But before that, we are going to be the official Cocktail Oscars of the world. I want to thank you all so much for showing up. I'm going to now run some of these credits. First of all, it's the first Oscars that's ever run under time. We are 53 minutes right now. We never hit 50. We're always at an hour or something. So clearly more awards next year. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I'm going to run these credits. Let's all join back up in a minute after the encore. And let's take a little shot ski to all of our very, very important winners tonight. The maraschino liqueur, the bramble, of course, the cloud in the glass. Thank you all so much. Until next time, this is Dr. Kush and all of the winners tonight saying
goodbye.
I forgot that it stopped the music when I said that.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm in danger.
Oh, shots fired. Oh.
Wow.
Anyway, I started blasting.
That's all I am. Just a regular human bartender.
How about that drink?
This is the way we talk in Tucson, Arizona.
antidote and solution to all of life's problems. Oh, shots fired! Goodbye!
Forgot we were doing shots. All right, I was playing my soundboard like it was a GD guitar. Let's get this in here. Since I know that there's no chance I'm ever going to see that daiquiri again, I'm going to pour myself a little bit of this Appleton Estate from the big bottle, and let's have at it. All right, guys. Let's talk just a little business while we're doing this. Business. Monday, Zacapa. We are going to be tasting Zacapa. This bottle, the System 23 Solar system. That is for Rum Monday. So tune in on Rum Monday. I will need it. I'm working all day Rum Monday, but I will be back just in time to teach the class. So fret not. We are to lead the tasting, I suppose. So definitely tune in for Rum Monday on Monday. Zacapa, the 23 Solera. Tuesday, Tiki Tuesday. Wednesday, Drink or Stinker. Saturday, I don't know. Hopefully there's another award show because I thought this was a blast. And that is that. Okay, thank you. First of all, let me say this is awfully. Well, first of all, let's start. First of all, Bonbon. Bonbon is the type of person that we are interested in having at this bar. There's not a bad person at this bar. Every one of you is just a lovely, lovely human being, and I love when you are telling people to show up, because Gazil Dahan clearly she's one of us. So one of us. Cheers. It's not quite as good as Smith & Cross. Okay, that's it.